the invocation to be offered by the Reverend Claire Nevin Field, Rector of Emmanuel Episcopal Church here in Chestertown.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched at the twilight's last gleaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave through the land of the free and the home of the brave.
An invocation adapted from The Traveler by John O'Donoghue. Every time you leave home, another road takes you into a world you were never in. New strangers on other paths await. New places that have never seen you will startle a little at your entry. When you begin, a new silence goes with you. And if you listen, you will hear what your heart would love to say. A beginning can be a sacred thing. Make sure as you begin to take the time to bless your going forth, to free your heart of ballast so that the compass of your soul might direct you toward the territories of spirit where you will discover more of your hidden life and the urgencies that deserve to claim you. May you begin this journey in an awakened way, gathered wisely into your inner ground, that you may not waste the invitations which wait along the way to transform you. May you journey here safely and live your time here to its fullest. Then go from here more enriched and free to balance the gift of days which call you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and please do be seated. Let me take a quick moment and thank Ryan Spartan, class of 2026, for that inspiring anthem, and also Rector Claire Nevin Field for the beautiful invocation today. We really appreciate the way you've started off this ceremony today. It's my great pleasure to welcome you to the 2023 Fall Convocation. Marking the start of a new academic year is always cause for celebration, and the presence of the class of 2027 and all students who are new to Washington College makes it even more remarkable. As the next generation of proud Washington College students, you represent the very bright future of our storied institution, and it's a true honor and a privilege to welcome you most heartily into our community of learning. As accomplished students, you are here not simply to earn a bachelor's degree, but to learn how to think critically, to explore new ideas and perspectives, and to walk new paths. The value of this experience extends far beyond just receiving a well-rounded college education, though you are absolutely going to do that here. But by bringing together skills and knowledge from a variety of different disciplines, you will learn to approach challenges with flexibility, thoughtfully, and with purpose, setting yourself up for success in any career or life path that you choose. Perhaps the real beauty of this experience is that you get to ask the questions. Strong writing, reading, and careful study are part of the equation. But at the very heart of this experience is you and your questions. I hope you take seriously then the responsibility to seize the opportunities before you. Being part of this wonderful learning community does require showing up in a big way and demonstrating intellectual curiosity and being open to exploring and sharing new ideas. Of course, those concepts are easy for us to talk about, but I recognize that it takes courage to open yourself up to the possibilities of the new, and even more so to share those ideas with others around you. I enthusiastically encourage you to take that step, take that leap, and do these things anyway, even though sometimes they're scary. You will not be disappointed. Our community is richer and more vibrant as a result of the different backgrounds and perspectives that each individual student, professor, member of the staff, alumni, and family member bring with them. Use your time as a student here to learn about yourself, but also learn from and about each other. Draw from and share the life experiences that have shaped you to this point, and then be brave enough to examine how they impact your perceptions and your actions. Should this lead you to knowing better, then commit to doing better and growing in a new and exciting direction. While you're at Washington College, you should expect to grow and to stretch and to change in ways that may surprise you. It's a critical part of the learning process, both academically and personally. That means embracing all of the experience, including the hard stuff, especially the hard stuff, I should say, because that's when you will grow, stretch, and learn the most. As I look out into the audience today, I am reminded of the wonderful quote from Helen Keller. It's brief, but it's impactful. Keller wrote, "Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so very much." There is such extraordinary power in togetherness and human connection, and I urge you to tap into this wonderful community that we call Washington College. Look for every opportunity that you can find to connect with others, because together is where you will accomplish the most. It's also where you will find your personal support team, and very possibly, I would say very likely, your lifelong friends. Whether that's in a classroom or through a club, could be a sport or a service activity, or any of the many diverse offerings that we have outside of the classroom, it's another critical component for your success and for your enjoyment of campus life. Both academically and personally, the stage is now set for you to create a life-changing experience. This is the time for you to unapologetically, perhaps even single-mindedly, focus on intellectual and academic pursuits. Do so with enthusiasm and joy. Leave no question unasked and no stone unturned as you discover what ignites your mind and sets your soul on fire. The world's changing, and tomorrow's leaders will be those who possess the ability to think deeply, act boldly, and inspire those around them. As students, you can go confidently towards your future, knowing that there is no better training ground for success than our liberal arts environment, and that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. At this time, I would now like to invite Johnny Johnson, Vice President for Enrollment Management, to present the exciting class of 2027. Johnny.
Thank you, President Sosowski, and good afternoon. My name is Johnny Johnson, Vice President for Enrollment, and it gives me great honor to welcome you, the class of 2027, to Washington College. I arrived on campus in September of last year, so you could say I'm just completing my first year on campus, a journey that you all are starting this week. From what I've learned in my brief time here, I can assure you that you are surrounded by a caring community that is pulling for you to be successful. The challenges you'll face, the tests you're going to take, the research you're going to do, and the reports you're going to write are all experiences that will help shape the next 4 years of your life. And let me be one of the many to tell you that all of your learning just won't happen in the classroom. The residence halls, the cafeteria, the theater stage, the athletic fields, that small little corner in the library, they will all serve as opportunities of discovery. Discovery of your peers, discovery of ideas, and more importantly, discovery of yourself. So before you go off and change the world, let's briefly talk about who you are today. Although many of you haven't declared your major just yet, the most popular areas that you told us about were business management, environmental science, psychology, biology, and pre-med. But we know many of you will explore many other areas. You come from 28 different states, with the most popular being, of course, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Delaware, New Jersey, New York, and Virginia. Special shout out to Montana, Hawaii, and Utah. You come from 5 different countries outside of the United States: Algeria, Argentina, Dominican Republic, Ethiopia, and Nigeria. About 40% of you are athletes and will be competing this year. And of course, you're all very bright with an average GPA hitting about 3.8. You all are leaders, team captains, accomplished musicians, actors, historians, scholars, and literal game changers. Also, just if you're curious, the most popular names for those that identify as female are Ava and Emily. The most popular names for those that identify as male are Matthew and Ryan. While you have some similar traits, you are each uniquely you. And that's why we're excited about this class. So I leave you with 3 simple pieces of advice. Number 1, the biggest word you'll ever use is a 4-letter word. Not that one. Help, H-E-L-P. The faculty and staff are here to help you navigate these new waters. We know you're an independent group, but none of us got to where we are on our own. Learn to ask for help early and often. Number 2, think beyond what college is supposed to be and be open to change. Change your perspective about a situation. Change your mind about an academic program. Change your thought process about a certain approach. Be willing to see things differently because you've learned a new skill or discovered a new idea or you heard a different opinion. Be willing to evolve. And number 3, have fun. The college experience is life-changing. So open yourself up to all the things that are going to happen over the next 4 years. Class of 2027, welcome to Washington College. We're so excited to be on this journey with you. Thank you. I am now pleased to ask Ms. Miranda Parrish, class of 2025, president of the Student Government Association, to come to the podium and offer a greeting. Miranda?
Thank you, Mr. Johnson, and hello, everyone, yet again. Welcome to the class of 2027. You may have seen me around so far, but if not, my name is Miranda Parrish. I am a junior, and I am the president of the Student Government Association for this school year. From the moment that you stepped on this campus 10 days ago, you've participated in a multitude of activities. Even before you jumped into these activities, I saw that you were all excited and curious about what this time in your life would be like. You have participated in Explore programs, learned about the college campus, and have hopefully gone to some classes. But while doing this, you have also met new faces, eaten college food, and some of you have already started the process of a new club. At the forefront of all these actions is what I could see on the first day: curiosity. In high school, I was a 3-season athlete, but when I came here, I decided that I wanted to try new clubs and activities. My curiosity of what college was took the reins, and I never looked back. When you came here, one of the first things you were told was to get involved. But involvement, like productivity, is relative. You know yourself best, and if you want to try something new, this is a great place to do it. But if you are interested in continuing something that you loved before coming here, whether that's a sport or a hobby, this is the place to do that too. The most important lesson that you will learn is grace. Giving grace to others, and more importantly to yourself, when you are struggling or when something didn't go the way you expected, is what will help you to grow the most. Your peer mentors were in the same seat as you a couple years ago, and they made it through because they learned about the importance of giving themselves grace and realized that grace is trusting that you will get to your destination. You might have come here with plans of what college was going to be like or what you wanted to study, and that's totally fine. But don't forget to give yourself grace if these plans meet a dead end. See it as an opportunity to create your own path. Smaller colleges allow for more opportunities that can be new. Jack and Kia, shout out to them, are both peer mentors, and they're on the SGA executive board. Jack is a data science major, and Kia is an international studies and anthropology double major. I say this because student government isn't about politics. It's about giving students a seat at the table and opening them up to different opportunities. Through these opportunities, we have all been able to find what we're passionate about, you all, but we've also been able to acknowledge and adjust to learning curves that every experience entails. Grace is what allows our team to work. You all will make mistakes, we all do, but this is a great place to make them. You have the chances, plural, to take on new roles, continue passions you have already found, and most importantly, let your curiosity take the reins. SGA is hosting Campus Festival this Saturday, September 2nd from 12 to 3 p.m. We'll have food, club tables, a raffle, and more. Come out and see what we have to offer. Through it all, I want you to remember that it's more than okay not to have the answers. Be curious and share grace with one another. This is how you will flourish here. I now have the great pleasure of introducing the Vice Chair of the Board of Visitors and Governors, Mr. Richard Wheeler, class of 1986, woohoo, who will offer a greeting on behalf of the board. Thank you.
Thank you, Miranda, and I think the SGA is in good hands.
Oh, thank you.
It's been my privilege to serve on the Board of Visitors and Governors for the last 6 years. I'm truly grateful for the opportunity that has provided for me to give back to Washington College, and I'm excited to welcome you to campus on behalf of the entire board for the 2023-2024 academic year. Washington College is a special place that will change your life. I know. It certainly changed mine. Whether you're a first-year student just completing your second week here, or a returning senior who feels like you know everything there is to know about Washington College, remember to watch for those moments here on campus that could happen nowhere else. Experiences in class, in clubs, on the athletic field, and most of all, with the faculty, staff, and with your fellow students that at Washington College will open the horizons of your world in ways you can't imagine and won't expect. You will learn a great deal, and you will start on the path of your career. You will also make friends and create relationships that will last a lifetime. You will discover a new passion, discover not only what interests you, but also what you do well. Regardless of what discoveries await you this year, there is at least one certainty. You have come home to Washington College and to Chestertown. And in some way, this will always be home to you. Just as you are forever connected to the place where you were born, you will always have a place in your heart for Maryland's Eastern Shore, and you will always be welcomed back. Trust me, even more than 30 years, it's actually going on 40 now, I think, after graduating, when I cross the Bay Bridge, I still feel like I'm coming home. In fact, today is a great example of lifelong connections Washington College fosters. Not only am I fortunate enough to welcome you to the new academic year on behalf of the Board of Visitors and Governors, but I'm also enjoying an opportunity to see a former board colleague of mine, Jay Young, who is receiving an award later in this program. Jay, let me be the first to congratulate you on this award, Alumni Service Award. I know it's well-deserved based on your service and support of Washington College over the years. So whether you're the class of 2027 or the class of 2024 or anyone in between, embrace this year. Explore all that Washington College and Chestertown have to offer you, and be prepared to embrace the unique opportunities coming your way. Thank you for letting me share this convocation with you.
Thank you very much, Rick. At this time, I would like to introduce the chair of the Washington College Alumni Board, Ms. Jennifer Svela, class of 2003. Jen, when she was here, majored in environmental studies. She was president of Alpha Chi Omega. She worked in the admissions office, and she was a member of the field hockey team. She credits the relationships that she made at Washington College for influencing where she is today, including being married to a Salisbury University graduate whom she met while recruiting for Washington College, so that's fair enough. Despite the war on the shore rivalry, they remain a very happy couple. After receiving her MBA, earning her MBA and starting a family, Jen joined Booz Allen Hamilton, where she provides business management and strategic communications support to Department of Defense clients. Jen first served on the Alumni Board as co-chair of the Communications Committee. As the newly elected chair of this board, Jen is looking forward to utilizing her professional expertise and alumni network to improve alumni engagement across the board, as well as to demonstrate to the current students what a vast, close-knit family awaits them within the Washington College Alumni Association. Ms. Svela will come to the podium now and present the Horizon Ribbon Award and the Alumni Service Award. Jen.
Thank you, President Sosolsky. Established in 2009, the Alumni Horizon Ribbon Award was created as a means of formally identifying and recognizing alumni of the last 15 years who have demonstrated outstanding scholarship, leadership, or service through their career or through an area of interest. This year's recipient is Kara Kuntz, class of 2015. Kara, please join me on stage to receive your award. Kara Kuntz received her bachelor's degree in English from Washington College, graduating cum laude with the departmental honors in 2015. Today, Kara is the Director of Campaigns at Crooked Media, where she sets the strategy for all voter mobilization work to help improve the national conversation about politics, culture, and the world around us, fostering a dialogue that focuses not only on what's broken, but also on what we can do to fix it. In doing so, she amplifies voices and opportunities for activism that inform, entertain, and inspire action. Previously, Kara has served as Digital Communications Director for the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, Commonwealth Communications, the Michael Bloomberg 2020 presidential campaign, and the U.S. House of Representatives. Kara has also held communications positions with Susan Wild for Congress and Sean Maloney for New York 18. Kara's professional commitment to civic engagement exemplifies core values of Washington College. She has taken what she learned here and amplified it to a career that encourages Americans to fulfill our shared responsibility, to understand the issues and politics of our society, to discuss them openly and respectfully with one another, and to act in ways that will strengthen our nation. On behalf of the Alumni Board, I am pleased to recognize Kara for her achievement as a young alumna and her early success in building a career reflecting the values of Washington College and bringing esteem to our alumni. The Alumni Service Award. The Washington College Alumni Service Award was created in 1986 to formally recognize dedicated alumni. It is bestowed annually on an alumnus who has given outstanding and continued support to the college and/or the Alumni Association. He or she has been instrumental in encouraging prospective students to apply to Washington College, has made continued financial contributions, has been willing to give time and energy as class agent, Alumni Alliance member, Board of Visitors and Governor member, Alumni Chapter Officer, or contributor on special projects sponsored by the college or Alumni Association. The recipient is Mr. Jay Young. Jay served on Washington College Board of Visitors and Governors from 2004 to 2021. In his 3 6-year terms on the board, he offered invaluable expertise on the academic affairs, student affairs, and legal affairs committees. He gave the college exceptional service as chair of the 1782 Society and as a member of the Alumni Council, the Gary Clark Tribute Committee, and the Visiting Committee. Jay was instrumental in fundraising efforts for endowments named in honor of Professors Richard Gillen and Gary Clark, contributing personally and providing critical organizational support. In recognition of his selfless dedication and long-standing service to Washington College, the Alumni Association is pleased to award Jay Young with the Alumni Service Award. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jennifer, and once again, congratulations to Jay and Kara. Washington College is extremely proud of you. It's now my privilege to introduce our brand new provost and dean of the college, Dr. Ki-Ho Kim. That's worth it. Before he gets to speak, though, I'll say a couple other words. Provost Kim joined us this summer and has had a quick start learning our programs, getting to know all of our faculty and staff, and now students. Dr. Kim will come to the lectern to present academic honors for the 2022-2023 academic year. Turn it over to you.
Thank you, President Sosolsky. It gives me great pleasure to congratulate the newest cohort of people who have been accepted into our academic community and to formally embrace this intellectually curious, creative, and socially committed class of 2027 into our companionship of learning. And the students we recognize now are models of exemplary academic performance, and I know they would be delighted to share with our first-year students how they have learned to manage and effectively balance their studies with campus life and social activities. Students, please come to the stage to receive your awards as I call your name. The first is the Alumni Medal. The Alumni Medal is awarded to the member of the sophomore class who achieves the highest academic averages for the year. The award goes to 14 students who achieved a GPA of 4.0 last year as sophomores. The first is Mary Catherine Anson, and it will be accepted by Miranda. Mary Catherine couldn't be with us today. Jocelyn Aquilino. Nora Beebe. Zoe Brookbank. Hannah Choi, to be accepted by Miranda. Okay, don't go anywhere. Michael Daniello, also accepted by Miranda. Quinley Hammond. Michael Hudak. Morgan Link. Stevie Lyles. Savannah Neese, accepted by Miranda. Lauren Pauls. And Brooke Thomas, accepted by Miranda. The next is the Visitors and Governors Medal. The Visitors and Governors Medal is awarded to the member of the junior class who achieves the highest academic average for the year. The award goes to 6 students who achieved a GPA of 4.0 last year as juniors. Students, please approach as I call your name. First is Rachel Beal. Melinda Kern, to be accepted by Miranda. Cammie Lynch, to be accepted by Cammie. Regan Longridge. Rachel Morgan. and Helena Sadem. Next is the Panhellenic Council Awards. The Interfraternity Panhellenic Council Award is held annually by the sorority and fraternity achieving the highest scholastic average for the preceding year. The fraternity with the highest average is Phi Delta Theta. The sorority with the highest average is Zeta Tau Alpha. The award will be accepted by the president of Phi Delta Theta, Cole Olson, class of 2024, and the president of Zeta Tau Alpha, Delaney Runge. Okay. And finally, the Middendorf Scholars. The Middendorf Scholar Award is given annually by the Middendorf Foundation to rising seniors for academic excellence and leadership qualities. This year's recipients are Liv Berry, Nicole Chimezi, accepted by Miranda. Oh, no, Nicole's here. Roger Ecker, to be accepted by Miranda. And you can stay for a little bit, Miranda. David Estes, to be accepted by Miranda. Jordan Fairchild, to be accepted by Miranda. Kennedy Jones. Dory McMiniman. Seyang Piwa, to be accepted by Miranda. Oh, shoot, okay, never mind. Camden Richardson. And finally, Natalie Wisnowski. All right, well, congratulations to all of our award recipients.
Thank you, Provost Kim, and congratulations once again to each of these students on their terrific academic achievements. It's a really wonderful tradition at the college that the faculty member presented with the Alumni Distinguished Teaching Award at commencement in the springtime is invited in the fall, or the start of the fall, to offer an address at this convocation. This year's award recipient is Dr. Bin Song, Assistant Professor of Philosophy and Religion. Bin, please join me at the lectern as I read your citation. As an assistant professor of philosophy and religion, Bin has consistently challenged his students to think more broadly, to consider vital but often overlooked aspects of cultures around the world. He has collaborated with colleagues across disciplines and been a champion of fulfilling one of the most important goals that we have in the liberal arts, helping students consider, understand, and engage many different ways of knowing. Bin, I want to commend you for your important work and congratulate you on this well-deserved recognition of your academic success. And I know we're all very much looking forward to your remarks.
Thank you, President Sosowski. It's an honor to address you all today. In this dynamic space, during this interesting time, that the challenges our hearts and minds, let's contemplate the profound essence of liberal arts education. I firmly believe amidst all these challenges, we stand on the precipice of hope and shared prosperity. Back in 2018, when I became part of Washington College, a dream I had held close to my heart was realized. 20 years prior, as a young philosophy student in China, I found myself enchanted by novels of Haruki Murakami, translated from Japanese to Chinese, which are also imbued with influences from iconic American writers like F. Scott Fitzgerald. Murakami's evocative depictions of university life ignited a spark within me. It was then that I began to dream of teaching, reading, and writing with unbridled freedom, hopefully in the halls of a democratic college. In our hallowed hall of Washington College, the dream has come alive. Each day unfolds as a chapter of discovery, brimming with fresh ideas, reaffirmed beliefs, and moments of unexpected joy. These experiences are surely amplified because of Washington College's esteemed status as one of the most historic institutions of liberal arts in the US. Yet deep within my heart, I feel my journey is far from complete. Not simply because of my age and the countless collaboration I envision with my wonderful colleagues and the brilliant students who are joining our course, but more importantly, because I believe the noble ideal of liberal arts education faces immense challenges in today's society. Given the very essence of this ideal, it is our duty as educators of today and tomorrow to champion and defend it, despite and indeed because of these challenges. In my introduction to philosophy class, I strive to illuminate for our students the origin of the concepts of liberal arts in ancient Greek philosophy. Think of Socrates, declared as the smartest human in Athens by the god Apollo, yet heartbreakingly sentenced to death by a democratic assembly. In a modern cartoon interpretation of the tragedy of Socrates' death, we might envision it in this way. A mob, incited by democratic leaders and angered by Socrates' steadfast loyalty to the law, gathers outside the Athenian Supreme Court, chanting, "Hang Socrates, hang Socrates." In the end, Socrates successfully hung himself. This profound injustice plunged Socrates' student Plato into despair. Plato came to view democracy as a mere rule of the uninformed masses, stifling the enlightened ideas of the truly educated. As an alternative, Plato envisioned a society ruled by an unknowing, all-knowing, and supremely intelligent philosopher king. the king would take charge of guiding every facet of civic life, including which job you can take, whose poetry you should read or read poetry at all, and even who you should marry and how you raise your kids. Trust me, when you read contemporary news articles about how authoritarian nations today defend their regime against what they label as a Western liberal democracy, you will realize Plato's arguments are anything but antiquated. While Plato had his convictions, his very own student Aristotle saw things differently. Aristotle asserted that no individual could ever achieve godlike infallibility. Hence, the dream of an all-knowing human ruler is just that, an illusion. However, acknowledging Plato's critique of democracy, Aristotle's advocacy for democracy is more sophisticated. He distinguishes two forms of democracy. One lower form, where the masses govern, and since the electorate is uninformed, the elected officials can merely serve their own selfish interests. Then another higher form of democracy, termed as the polity. Here, a knowledgeable and educated citizenry elects representatives who truly champion the common goods of all citizens. Therefore, at the heart of Aristotle's vision was a delicate balance, weaving meritocracy into the fabric of democracy. And this is where the profound significance of liberal arts education shines forth. The word liberal means the freeing of human spirit. Authentic freedom isn't limited to any particular sphere of knowledge. A liberal arts education is an invitation to expand our horizon, to think critically and rationally, propelling us on an insatiable quest of diverse knowledge. More than just a theoretical discipline, it's an art that cultivates virtue vital for rich human experience. An experience Aristotle termed as eudaimonia, the Greek word for genuine fulfillment or happiness. Aristotle firmly believed that without such education, we will risk becoming mechanistic in our thinking, surrendering our freedom and autonomy. Absent this foundation of liberal arts education, the heart-wrenching fate of intellectual luminaries like Socrates, judged by an uninformed majority, and the ascent of power-hungry, authoritarian demagogues, both underscore the dire consequences of a democracy devoid of merit. So, my fellow citizens in the Goose Nation, the societal and the political challenges Aristotle confronted were strikingly akin to what we face today. And the remedy he proposed is the very essence of what Washington College embodies in its daily pursuit as a bastion of liberal arts. I've often said to my students with immense pride that only in a vibrant setting like Washington College can professors seamlessly traverse subjects as diverse as Descartes' analytic geometry, Hobbes' social contract theory, and Marcel Basso's wabi-sabi haku in the morning, only to delve into Simone de Beauvoir's feminist existentialism, Nagarjuna's Mahayana Buddhism, and lead a Yoga Sutra meditation by afternoon. So while interdisciplinary teaching is an aspiration for many larger institutions, it is our starting point, a foundation we continuously seek to elevate. In focusing on the arts of our liberal arts commitment, our mission statement at the college explicitly emphasizes quote-unquote moral courage. The tight-knit nature of our community fosters a deep personalized exchange of knowledge, instilling in each learner a robust ethical foundation and a sense of duty. So, citizens of our beloved Goose Nation, when the weight of today's societal challenges bears down upon you, remember Aristotle's time-tested wisdom and embrace what Washington College has always been good at. Together, we will stand poised on the cusp of hope, flourishing, and eudaimonia. For many of you, the tale I just shared about the origins of liberal arts, rooted in the Western tradition, might feel a little bit familiar, especially considering the dedication of my co-educators to this grand Western tradition. Yet with immense pleasure, I wish to enrich this narrative with a cosmopolitan dimension. It's fascinating how the foundational principles of Western liberal arts resonate deeply with the visions of Confucius. Many researchers have long recognized Confucius as the pioneer of the East Asian version of liberal arts education. To me, a particularly compelling piece of evidence is that Confucius established the very first private school in ancient China. He ardently championed the principle of, quote, teaching without discrimination, 有教无类. This was not merely a principle of pedagogy. It represented a revolutionary act. Confucius sought to dismantle the royal government's monopoly over educational resources and embraced a democratic and inclusive approach. For Confucius, wealth was not the measure of students' worth. Genuine intent to learn was. And in testament to this, if a student lacked money but showed a sincere desire to learn, Confucius accepted tuition in the humble form of a bench of dry meat. On the other hand, the democratic spirit of Confucius, deeply rooted in meritocracy, finds a remarkable echo in the teaching of Aristotle. Aristotle once warned against superficial education, cautioning that it could lead individuals to become, in Greek, banausos, which means being vulgar and mechanical in nature. Similarly, Confucius taught that the truly noble-minded human should broadly learn and be dedicated to self-cultivation, and thus they should not be just a utensil with limited function. 君子不器. It's noteworthy that one interpretation of the character qi is a machine. Thus, both philosophers from East and West believe that the core objective of liberal arts is to prevent the rise of individuals who are narrow-minded and mechanical, potentially jeopardizing the ideal of a meritocratic democracy. In light of Confucius' advocacy for liberal arts and its role in democracy, fostering democracy, my decision to join Washington College can be seen as a gigantic leap of faith, a vote by faith, if you will, as I find a place in America to embrace the ancient ideals of Confucius. Yet I'm far from the first to be influenced by this vision. It is astonishing how principles of liberal arts from varied origins resonated with America's founding figures, notably Benjamin Franklin. Franklin not only recognized these universal principles, but actively breathed these words. He translated the Confucian classic, quote-unquote, the great learning, from Latin to English, presenting it to the public in the Philadelphia Gazette in the 1740s. For Franklin, the heart of American democracy was a balance between rule by law and rule by virtue, acknowledging that the laws are best upheld by virtuous individuals. Franklin and the fellow founders drew insight from both East and West to shape our young republic's blueprint. So, my fellow good citizens, allow me to offer this perspective. Washington College, the very first to be chartered in the sovereign United States, proudly bears the name of founding president. This, to my mind, is a testament to our institution's intrinsic connection to the universal essence of liberal arts, a vision championed alike by great minds like Aristotle, Confucius, and Ben Franklin. At the heart of this vision lies an enduring belief that by fostering a robust democracy anchored in meritocracy, we pave the way for every individual to achieve their fullest potential, thereby ensuring the co-thriving harmony of human civilization. As I conclude, I will offer an introspection. Amidst the immense challenges confronting American society and the wider crisis of our civilization, it's clear that the U.S. is still on its journey towards the ideal of a cosmopolitan, meritocratic, and harmonious democracy. The path isn't always bright, and the current events can be very disheartening. Yet, history reminds us it's during the darkest time that hope shines its brightest. Let us embrace our true selves, ever aiming higher, with the steadfast support of each of you, my esteemed colleagues and cherished students. I am filled with hope. Let us stand together and determined in our quest to realize our fullest human potential through the liberal arts. Thank you.
Well, if those aren't the liberal arts right there encapsulated, I don't know what is. Ben Franklin and Confucius. Thank you, Dr. Song, for your immensely thoughtful address and for your exemplary service to Washington College. Today, we have honored our alumni, our faculty, and our students who have all set examples of accomplishment, integrity, and service to others. Individuals who are role models for our entire community. Upon conclusion of this afternoon's convocation, I invite everyone to a reception in Underwood Lobby where you will have the opportunity to meet and congratulate all of our honorees. But first, please do stand and join in the singing of the Alma Mater. The words can be found in the back of the program. And then do please remain standing do please remain standing after the Alma Mater for the closing benediction. All right.
I invite you to breathe deeply and receive this blessing. As you step out, you will see for yourself how nothing could have truly made you ready for this road that will take you from what you know to what you cannot now perceive. But I can tell you this journey is not about miles. It is not about how far you can walk or how fast. It is about what you will do with this moment. So open your heart to these shimmering days by which your path is made. Open your eyes to the light that shines on what you need to see. Open your eyes to those who go with you, those seen and those known only by their blessing, their benediction of the road that is your own.